is now possible. Creo 7.0's multi-body workflow allows you to more easily design and optimize models for the additive manufacturing process. For example, you can change the print color and material for separate geometry, giving you greater flexibility to design the optimal product. Using simulation early and often ensures your design performs best under real-world conditions. Multi-body design allows you to use multiple bodies for the simulation process. This is particularly useful for analyzing fluid cavities using computational fluid dynamics. And multi-body design is not just for specialized use cases, but is helpful for everyday product design. Creo 7.0 gives you greater usability, flexibility, and control over your geometry, making you more productive than ever before. Product design is changing, so should your CAD software. Creo 7.0.
So here you had seen, so here we are talking about the capability, even the how those capability easy to use. So just click and drag and you can use it. All dashboards are pre-configured so that you have to use this particular functionality to make your design more robust without any restriction and challenges to open different softwares. Yeah. Now, when you're talking about another is additive manufacturing, when you want to optimize the model, additive manufacturing may be the subtractive method of modeling or additive manufacturing, like addition of material, the model can be generated. Here you can, in left side, you can see, so these are the different primitives are available, like whatever the lattice you want to apply to reduce the size of the model, to reduce that not only size, or you can just reduce the material or weight of that particular model by without compromising on the strength of the material here. Now in the shape of the geometry here you can see, so earlier this particular shape of the geometry cannot be predicted, but with additive manufacturing we can predict with the help of the software what should be the design to maintain the strength of the material with the less quantity, less weight of the material with the, so that's a direct saving on cost to manufacture that particular component. So that way optimization of model can be possible with the additive manufacturing. Maybe a lot of efforts, a lot of initiatives are going on to reduce the material or without compromising the strength and quality of that component. So it's a great tool where you can define geometry which is not predictable within the parameters.
Additive manufacturing is changing the way products are designed and produced. Creo already offers the most comprehensive suite of additive manufacturing capabilities in the market today, and Creo 7.0 continues this innovation. Stochastic lattices are useful for producing medical devices and products which require heat transfer applications or shock absorption. In Creo 7.0, you can now both create stochastic lattices that follow hard edges and develop them with triangular mesh structures using the Delaunay algorithm. Lastly, custom cell improvements give you the flexibility to create lattice structures based on non-BREP geometry to better serve your needs. Creo 7.0 also features significant enhancements for traditional or subtractive computer-aided manufacturing, useful for a broad range of high-throughput production operations. Creo 7.0 also features several productivity and UI improvements, including support for multiple go-home positions for advanced.
So in this particular additive manufacturing example, so it will work in both way. So like here you can see the rapid prototyping. So with the RPT machines, when you want to create some components with the additive manufacturing process, that way it can be done and optimization of CAD components, some foundry components where some network of the geometry is applicable in the foundry process. So that way that particular model shape geometry can be generated, which will help to create more intuitive, more conceptual designs as compared to conventional way of modeling in the additive manufacturing design. Yeah. Now, these are the major capability which we have showcased in Creo 7, which we have introduced in Creo 7, which can help to create a more better design, without spending much time under different software in terms of the transferring data from one software to another software, and the designer can put their efforts to get the final geometry. Fine. The same geometry we can utilize for augmented reality, even though Dinesh has already talk about the how we can visualize the informations in a digitalization or digitization era. Here I'll take you through on Fourier solution where the augmented reality can be created, the digital transformation can be utilized for to create a smart factory, smart manufacturing operation. In that particular scenario, we have strategically aligned with the physical and digital conversions. Here you can see there's a even though this particular PTC logo represent the physical and digital environment, the PTC is the only company who can provide that particular solution for the digital set of products. Here we are seeing the Creo and maybe you have already aware with the PLM, Windchill, Integrity, SLM system, sort of solution. We have already equally capable and have a broad range of solutions for physical world also to connect the physical equipment to get the data from the physical machines, plants, or integration of other business systems through ThingWorx platforms. So here you can see ThingWorx is applicable to IoT, analytics, and predictability. You want to do it. The euphoria for augmented reality and industrial connectivity can be done through the Capware solution. Now, this particular physical and digital conversion will be possible through augmented reality and IoT platform, because in augmented reality, digital information can be overlaid in physical environment, and physical information from digital data from physical equipment can be bring through ThingWorx platform or IoT platform to digital environment. So which will applicable to create a digital twins, which we had seen lot of demos maybe you have seen in PTC side, or lot of tractions are going on physical digital conversion in the industrial enterprise. So when it's in the augmented reality, why augmented reality required? So augmented reality to applicable to fill that gap between the what are the demand of organizations and what are the current scenario, current manpower available with them. Now in that way there is a huge gap in term of the technology and because expectation versus the deliverable and readiness of the manpower. So even the current scenario, so obviously that gap already increased because less mobility of expertise people and from one location to other locations, less expert people are available on site. So there the augmented reality can replace them, can play a very important role when information needs to be shared across the different location globally. How it can be done with augmented reality for the untrained people or people who don't have understanding what exactly the product is all about, that they can visualize the 3D models in a digital environment or in a physical environment on physical equipment also at early stage of design, so they can get the clarity this product look like this. So it will be easy for them to do the manufacture one, or easy to do the replacement or work instruction on physical equipment. Now, system will also provide connectivity with the industrial environment also through the IoT platform, uh, where information can be visualized in augmented reality. Not only visualization, user can interact with the physical equipment through the augmented reality also. Now, industries are also looking for consolidation of information. Here, augmented reality digital dashboard can be created, which will be applicable to consolidate the information of other business system, not only IoT but other CRM systems, SFD system, MES system. So those system data can be consolidated, which will be dynamic, not static. So immediately decision can be taken by the service technician or the people who want to take decision on basis by considering all those data fact and figures. Yeah. So this way augmented reality can be applicable. Here you can see the use cases, multiple use cases we can explore within the organization. Maybe a couple of use cases you will be agree which are put on that particular slide. These are the some generic use cases we have put. Even a couple of use cases we have seen where the organization are using like a document review, collaborative design discussions, the service technician, part catalog integrations, then manufacturing SOP information, operator trainings. So a lot of informations can be or use cases can be explored within the organization to visualize by augmented reality solution. Now, these are the solution in Vuforia product portfolio in PTC. So Vuforia, now in Vuforia, it's not a new solution. The Vuforia engine you had seen. So this particular solution we have acquired in 2015 from Qualcomm. After that Vuforia acquisition of Vuforia engine, we have built these three applications which will serve different use cases or different scenarios in industrial enterprise. That can be engineering and manufacturing. Vuforia Studio applicable for by reusing CAD data. That can be NX, CATIA, all what are the CAD data available in a market that can be directly bring into as an import, and you can build AR experience on top of it rather than recreating of data. Expert capture, where the more process centering organization, they want to they have a lot of SOP documents, they want to reduce the time to create SOP documents. Expert capture can be applicable. Vuforia chalk, during this scenario of a pandemic, the people cannot travel from one location to another location, where the unexpected issues they are encountered with, where Vuforia chalk applicable, where the live streaming will happen and chalk annotation can be put on real product, real environment, which will give foolproof communication across the other side by the expert people. So expert people can expand their knowledge to the less expert people across the geographical locations. So these are the solutions which are available in Vuforia product portfolio. So maybe this Vuforia Studio majorly applicable for reusability, expert capture for the process and training and optimization of workforce capability, Vuforia chalk for the remote assistant and communication, Vuforia engine generally for the marketing collaterals, marketing or service and marketing use cases, where the showroom kind of experience or app-based experience somebody want to create it. So that way, fine. Now this is a Vuforia Studio scenario where the industrial environment, where the before people are using this particular contextual information with the pictorial images, but this entire document, 2D document, can be transferred into augmented reality. Here you can see the augmented reality, where physical equipment is visible. On top of it, the digital information has been overlaid. That can be in a 3D model or that can be images. So which will provide a lot of business value proposition for service technicians, people who are not aware about how the machine will process, so they can visualize.
Tone of the
Here you
machine
can
first,
see
as you can see here.
couple of
So as soon as we
now this particular scenario, it's not a studio environment, it's a real-time environment where the user just focus on QR code or barcode. The moment focus towards that machine, all process will augment on top of it. It showcase the how the machine will process. Here you can see the green components are not the green line representing the okay component, red is who are the rejected or repair components on sort of. So that's the flow of information can be visualized. Over and above, if we want to visualize IoT information, here you can see that digital IoT information or sensor information are also visible at respective location of the physical equipment. Now somebody want to do the repair and maintenance on the equipment, he want to know from the safety instruction like a do don'ts, which are the area which needs to be take care while doing the safety while doing the maintenance of that equipment. Now if we want to the maintenance or repair of the equipment, the entire information can be visualized and digitally with the like a tools which are available and how to remove the components and all those stuff. Even the less experienced persons who don't have any understanding how to do the repair, even though those people can also do repair and maintenance of that equipment. Here the die and the changeover process of that die is the moment how you can take out the die, and the step-by-step operation can be simulated. Why I kept this particular demo in such a way, so it is not like some gamification has been done. It's a real-time scenario, but you are visualizing the how the exactly scenario has been performed here. Now here you can see along the physical equipment, there's the digital equipment also visible, which will showcase how to repair and do the maintenance of that equipment. It will provide a great help for the people who are doing first time or less experience and exposure on that equipment, how to do it. Now for this particular scenario, CAD data has been reused like a Creo CAD. What are the 3D CAD platform available in market? So those data can be bring and this animation which we had seen by using the Creo listed, that animation has been performed with without doing any programming. So that animation can be bring into Vuforia Studio to create AR experience with the even the non-programmer can also create such kind of the experience by reusing the content which are already available within your company. Now, training point of view, so a lot of organizations, they have initiated to improve the workforce productivity in terms of the awareness, how to perform the task, So without expertise available over the shoulder to tell them what needs to be done on basis of their availability or the schedule, so they can perform the task. Here you can see digital information also visible on in front of that, so in the textual format and the 3D visualization format. So they go through step-by-step instruction and they can perform the task, which will increase the productivity of manpower within the organizations. Yeah. When the service technician want to perform any particular task, so here you can see the moment we did the physical focus on physical equipment with the model target capability, all digital information overlay on physical equipment, which will showcase what needs to be performed. These are the checklists needs to be followed before starting any equipment, before starting any service operation. The moment it has been done, system do the navigation, what do don'ts, what is step-by-step execution can be done, which will provide a great help for the service technician who don't have expertise on the equipment, which drastically improve the first time fix rates for the organizations where they are spending a lot of amount and they want to optimize that particular service operation by improving first time fix rate. Now, when we extended the consolidation of information, this is a Horden demo where the Horden using Fourier Studio and ThingWorks platform to integrate multiple information, sensor information. Here you can say sensor information with a state-based formatting will also help to trace the issue where the issue is, like the issue is in gears, consolidate information, drawings, inspection reports, surveys, then repair operations. With HoloLens, which we had seen, it provide a hands-free experience, but it can be visualized by the iPad or the hand devices also in a similar way how you are visualizing here. The moment user service technician scan the physical equipment, all digital dashboard will pop up the respective location, which will provide informations very centric to location of the physical equipment rather than lot of confusion where the huge data available, but they don't know how to operate and how to monitor those particular data. Now, like integration to the part catalogs, service ordering systems, so those things and can be done in the augmented reality with the digital dashboard, along with this animation step-by-step execution, how to perform that task in Vuforia augmented reality solution. And Vuforia Chalk, which I really admire this particular solution, where the most of the organization looking for this particular solution because there is no prerequisite required. Now, this solution can be utilized when unexpected calls are come, unexpected issues are coming, where the service technician, he is on site, he wants some expert help to support it. So expert person can do that live streaming with the voice communication, and 3D annotation can be put on that physical equipment. So that annotation will reside on physical location of the equipment. So it is not bind to any industrial segment. Wherever the remote assistant and communication required, system is provide full capabilities to serve that purpose and close that gap between expert person and less expert person, or service technician and this. So it has a compatibility with iOS devices, Android devices, and real-wear head-mounted devices also. These are the just nutshell on Vuforia solution where reusability of content can be done. These are a couple of organizations who are already started this journey. So like a Mercedes-Benz, they have introduced the app for digital manuals. KTM for service technician, Polar for design excellence, Polaris they have done. Here, Howden we had seen, so they are using consolidation of digital information in augmented reality, which can provide huge business value proposition to increase the online part ordering system for the customer directly. BA systems, Phoenix contact, like a factory tour you want to do, they are using Vuforia for the factory tour with a digital information augment on top of it. No, nevertheless, they are not simply using, they got a lot of benefit from Vuforia solution to reduce the training time, to improve the productivity within the shop floors, sort of. Here the reduce the installation time. So with the augmented reality Echo, they have submitted the case study. But traditional way of manuals, they have augmented into AR experience. The entire recreation of manuals, which are sometimes outdated, those things have been updated to the latest content, because whenever the modification has been done in CAD side, the entire thing will be updated on AR experience side also. Nevertheless, On India customer sites, a lot of customers who have already started the journey, like Atlas Copco India, they have they have started created experience for the training, for manufacturing, service. Then on education also, we have a lot of customers like IIT Delhi. They have started their journey with the digitalization, where the IoT and AR they are already using. Bharat Forge they are using for industrial IoT platform, along with Viforia. They have created digit center of excellence with the help of the PTC. So they are utilizing here. Taikisha for they are using automotive sector. So the TVS, Royal Enfield, Blue Star Electrotherms for plant design, plant erection and implementation. They are using it. So for a lot of even a Kirloskar, just I don't want to miss a Kirloskar because it's one of the largest establishment in Pune as a location, where they are using service experiences on their pumps with the step-by-step work instruction along with the consolidation of information. So here lot of mix of reaction from industries, from education sectors. They are using Viforia as a solution for augmented reality sort of. Finds it provide huge value proposition, improve OE, reduce scrap, increase responsiveness, or reduce the travel cost, increase the efficiency of the people, first time fix rate, so on and so forth. Lot of workforce productivity can be improved with the augmented reality. Fine. With this, just I wind up this my presentation. Anyway, it's overshoot by 5 minutes. So thanks for your attention. Yeah, that's all from my side.
So thank you, Hardan sir, for sharing your experience in multiple industries, and also your uh, insights were very helpful in adopting the Industry 4.0 technology. Here, you all can see a poll where we would like to hear from all the participants that whether what's your opinion on the AR/VR adoption in the industry. The first question is about will AR/VR experience will be helpful as an operation guide or maintenance manual to the user. And second question is about will use of AR/VR experience in the sales page will make impact on the customers. So go on and let's respond to these questions. So we are keeping this poll on for 1 minute. So as soon as we are getting replies, we will display the same. So in the meantime, I would like to introduce about Infinity X. Infinity X is a young and dynamic company led by digital transformation professionals with 100 plus man years of solutioning experience in Industry 4.0. We cover IoT, AR/VR, CAD, IT, and converged system domain. We are preferred partners with PTC, Unity, and HP for the entire spectrum of products, services, and solutions for a digitally connected world. We focus on designing, building, and implementing real-time solutions for industrial manufacturing, organizations around Industry 4.0 ethos. This singular focus of ours has enabled us to work closely with our customers as well as partners by forging strong relationship with them. In this highly competitive market, we provide digital innovation leading to a transformational impact on how industries can upgrade their current offering to customers by leveraging augmented reality and virtual reality. As product grows more sophisticated, producing them has become exponentially more complicated. Augmented reality is quickly emerging as preferred technology option to ensure customer satisfaction while driving cost effectiveness, profitability, and better market visibility too. Virtual reality is helping organizations in quicker product development, implementation, training, customer support, and go-to-market strategies. It aids in enhancing their manufacturing capabilities, performance, thereby greater customer satisfaction. Companies can leverage these technologies in aftermarkets, and also in content management. Your industry 4.0 adoption not start with the technologies. It's about understanding your operations, pain points, opportunities, and biggest cost buckets, and then working from the pain points to apply technologies to design a solution that best fits your organization. So let's take a look at the poll now. So here is the poll, which says 95% people have voted that yes, AR/VR experience be helpful as an operation guide or maintenance manual to the user, and 93% has said yes, that the use of AR/VR experience in sales pitch will make impact on the customer. So great. So that's the how industry is changing from Indian scenario as well. Here, I would like to see in the chat box from your side as well that in which areas you think that AR/VR solution will be really helpful in particular your industry as well as your company. So till then, also please drop your questions in Q&A box so that Mr. Hardan and Mr. Dinesh sir could answer the same. So in the meantime, I would also take the opportunity to share some screenshots of the AR/VR experiences that has been developed by Infinity X that will give you some idea about how it exactly works, and it will be helpful in giving in bringing up thoughts on how to go ahead with it. So these are the few experiences that we have worked on. Here we have also generated the interactive windows to operate the AR/VR experiences. The exploited view of the products can be seen in the same screen. Along with that, the bill of material is also be available on the same experience. We can also add the CAD drawings. We can have a variety of dashboards. We can embed images of the product that's helpful during the operations. We can play the videos in AR/VR experiences. We can detail out the exploit view of a particular product to focus it on each and every single assembly in the product. Then we can also display the cut sections in the experience. We can have a dynamic label systems which remains fixed with the product irrespective of the orientation of the viewer. For the product, we can also have variety of user interface. We can have a specification panel for the products. We can highlight variety of parts that need to be operated or focused. We can have a maintenance instruction panel which gives you step-by-step guide of steps to be taken while doing the maintenance. These panels can also be made available on multiple languages. Hindi, English, and Marathi are the prominent languages nearby. As we can do the same for the products, we can do the same for entire manufacturing process. So here is a water treatment plant of which the current instructions can be shown on the right hand side of the image. These are the again few experiences from automobile industry that we have worked on. Product manuals can also be developed on the AR experiences. So these are the things that we have worked till now. Again, possibilities are a lot. These are the few samples of it. So let's go into the Q&A. So, Hardan sir, we have one question, and I think you will be the right person to answer this. The question is, what if somebody is not from programming side and wanted to go for AR system? So, Hardan sir,
Hello, can you hear me now?
yes sir.
Yeah. So anyway, so Fourier Studio provide environment for especially for the you can say for non-programmer, because Fourier engine, when we acquire it, required a lot of programming like a C sharp to build AR experiences by integrating a lot of stuff. But in Fourier Studio is a tailor-made especially for engineering and manufacturing organization, where designers going to create AR experience without much programming knowledge. Even though that I said non-programmer can also create AR experience. In Vuforia Studio, you have a just pull drag, you can create AR experience. You can utilize how the CAD softwares are all about. The click icon based. The moment you click on icon, and some certain task will perform. So that way you can create it. Content, you can get the reuse the content from CAD interface. The all information like a textual informations can be write it, or you can integrate from the PDF files or some other file format. Now when you talk about non-programmer system, will also provide some template which can be reused for the basic level of JavaScript programming if required. It's not mandatory, it's optional. So if required, somebody want to create more gamification or more beautification or an AR experience, the pre-configured templates are there. Those template can be used with the true false capability or with the same syntax which can be reutilized. Like a designers who don't have understanding, but they know these are the placeholder where they can just enter that model name, so that entire script will apply for the model, that model also. So that way non-programmer can do it. So it's not that complex. This is a creation part. There is no integration required. The moment you have create AR experience, by default AR experience will be compatible with iOS platform, with Android platform, with Windows platform also. So no separate integration required to make it compatible with these devices. That way we made it that particular platform where the non-programmer can build AR experience without any challenges. Yeah.
So, thank you, Hardan sir. We have one more question that uh, can you share more details on how it's impacting the sales and marketing side of the company? That how it's helping for the sales and marketing department?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about a sales and marketing, even though we are getting a lot of traction from the sales and marketing and manufacturing segment, because for the sales marketing, so they don't want to create prototypes for each and every product which are available, because so far the marketing is on basis of the images, brochures. Now the trend has been introduced where augmented reality will utilize to visualize 3D models on the brochure itself. Like a sales technician, service sales person or sales and marketing person want to show their product range, they cannot build prototype of each and every product range. The moment they have created one or two products which can be demonstrate in events or maybe in a showroom, but other product range can be visualized through augmented reality. The how you had seen couple of images which has been showcased flash on the screen, those particular data you can think about 1:1 scale. Those product will be visible with a directly replica of physical equipment, where customer will get a flexibility to go inside that equipment, go around that equipment. They can visualize each and every minute feature of that equipment also, along with that animation how the equipment will perform. So that way sales and marketing getting more traction in augmented reality. Even then for training, for manufacturing also it can be visualized that way. Even though we can see sales and marketing like consumer goods, automotive segment like a TVS motor, we'll take an example, the TVS motor Royal Enfield. Now TVS motor, they have launched in I think end of the last year, they launched their bike by using the Vuforia solution. They created direct replica of the bike. Even though they are release that app, which will be available for the showrooms, dealers. They are showcasing their super bike, even though without having the physical model and a showroom. They are showcasing the supports bike. Yes, this is a bike, and all those features they are visualizing. Along with that, now they are augmenting AR experience on physical bike as a accessories. If some customer visit in the showroom, they have the bike, but what accessory needs to be purchased? That augmented reality will applicable to augment accessories on physical bike. Accordingly, user can get a better feel how this my bike looks like with those accessories. That's why it will be really applicable for sales and marketing use cases.
Thank you, Ardan sir. Our next questions that we have got is how it's helping in the training of the employees, if they are on site or the off site.
Okay, so when let's suppose I'm sitting at home, fine. So I want to provide training to somebody who is in a different location, maybe different globally and any other locations. The how we can provide training. One is I have to have a physical equipment in front of me. One option, I can capture some videos, then I'll share it. But it is not possible each and every cases. In that particular scenarios, I have a digital model. I can create AR experience, create some sequence, step-by-step work instruction. I can put it on top of a digital model and publish it. The moment I publish it, those particular experience will be visible across all geographical locations. The step-by-step instruction can be visualized, like how we are training, providing training on physical equipment. That way, those step-by-step work instruction can be augment on a digital equipment also, which will great help for them to visualize those particular step-by-step instruction to get trained themselves, like how we had seen the BAE system. They are performing the physical task also along with that digital information in front of them. Beauty of it, if any modification required, so if I did modification here by sitting at home and publish it, those modification directly replicate to the all people who are using that particular experience globally. So that way it's a good help for the expert people. They can expert people can capture the expertise, knowledge and AR experience and share with the multiple people at the same point of time. Multiple people can visualize the same experience and train themselves that way.
Thank you, Hardan sir. Along with that, one more question that we have, that before adapting to the Industry 4.0 solutions, that is AR/VR, is there any preparation that a particular company has to do, some homework kind of stuff?
Okay, so well, when we talk about the infrastructure point of view, obviously one infrastructure is the internet connectivity, because we had seen a lot of organizations, even though personally I'm involved with the Industry 4.0 projects also, where organizations are ramping up, even though they have a good internet connectivity and offices, but when we talk about the shop floor, they don't have good internet connectivity. So that the system needs to be set up with a couple of organizations. They have put some booster, they have created some internet connectivity environment or infrastructure. So these are the prerequisite to utilize these technologies, so that digital information without any latency, those can be visualized real time on physical equipment. If they are using IoT platform through augmented reality, the dynamic information can be visualized without any latency. So that's the first and foremost connectivity required. Then industrial connectivity tools are available, which will be not as a prerequisite, but will the part of the solution which can be. But prerequisite is infrastructure, internet connectivity infrastructure should be there. Even the sensors, I have not see that it is a prerequisite. Most of the equipments are already sensor pre-built, but those if those some sensors are not available on that particular machine, those sensor can be retrofit on basis of requirement. If customer want, yes, this information needs to be captured, but sensors are not available. So those information can be fetched by retrofit some sensor on top of it. Rest PLC will be there. MES system, if the data can be fetched from MES, PLC, SCADA system, these are the some period most of the organization manufacturing setups they already have. So that can be reutilized that way. Fine.
Thank you, Hardan sir. The next question is, how intensive is the involvement of the experts in the company is while adopting the Industry 4.0 solutions?
Okay. Even though if I see expertise, when I see the expertise, if organization already has the IT infrastructure in place, like those IT people's involvement will be required initially when the IoT industry 4.0 setup needs to be take place. Because when you talk about the on-premise, so obviously some installation, servers, provisioning, server provisioning, those things will be required for the IT infrastructure, or IT folks will be required who can do it. Now, to reduce that particular efforts, what we have done, so we have providing the option for cloud hosted environment also, where no IT infrastructure will be required. The moment you have procure a solution for a ThingWorks platform from IoT and Vuforia for augmented reality, so you can also provision on hosted environment, which is hosted environment, which is an Azure. So then IT infrastructure and IT resources not required. The moment you have procured it, directly application people will start involve themselves to create, get training on that software, and good to go. So the roll up will be fast. Within the 15 days, people will be up and running to start activity if that infrastructure is in place. Yeah. We are providing both options. If organization already has IT infrastructures, they or their IT policy says yes, it has to be on premises, then obviously IT infrastructure, existing IT infrastructure will reuse to get it done. So there is no as such specific skill set required or expertise required to set up Industry 4.0. PTC has or partner ecosystem has a capability they can assist along with the customer success team to make successful deployment.
So one question we have, that are there any AR content management systems required?
Okay, so there is no ARR content management system required. System provide default infrastructure during the installation, that can be on-premise, that can be hosted environment. The all AR experience will be provision on that, like a cloud hosted environment, no separate system required for the content storage point of view. If you have on-premise, then SQL database will be sufficient enough to do that storage system or on-premise sort of.
Thank you, Adan sir. So I guess that's all we have in our Q&A box. So for any other questions, just feel free to reach to Pranav Tahar Bhatkar. He is a sales manager from Infinity X, and his contact details you all can see on the screens. So with this, I think we are closing the session on exact time. So thank you all for joining us for this session. Hope all these insights have been very much helpful for you, and they will be bring value addition in your journey towards adoption of Industry 4.0 solutions. So thank you all. Thank you, Hadan sir. Thank you, Dinesh sir.